to something. Now we up in the big league.
Good evening. Welcome people to the first of many Big League podcasts. With this podcast, we're bringing to you four different views on the topic of football, aka soccer. We have X, we have Sean, and we have John that will be joining us tonight. The purpose of this podcast is really just to, like I said, share our different opinions, views, and perspective on the game that we all share a great deal of passion for. And we're gonna not gonna waste too much time. We're gonna kick it off and jump into the first game that we're gonna discuss, and we're just gonna go into it, and we're gonna discuss the Chelsea and Everton game. Guys, how do you feel about Chelsea? The amount of money that they spend this past off season and to where they are currently sitting on the table. How would you rate based off of the amount of money that they spent, and are they living up to their performance currently?
No, because to the amount of them have the best transfer window this past summer. Them spend the most money, them sign the most players. And not just any squad players, them sign impact players who come in and start directly. So the Havertz, the Timo Werner, the Thiago Silva, even a brand new keeper them buy. So for them still in a situation where them where them farmer fluctuate, them should have the better than what them are doing right now.
Yeah. I agree with that. Them should have do. I think them should have do way better. Despite they probably them first season this together as a unit, but them have the quality of players where I think say the results them in a certain game them should have do better than how them is now. Even though them they were 7th in the league.
Yeah, but piggyback off it, and even say them can't see that only per goals in them problem is scoring. And most of the players when them buy are attacking players. So if they did a score only and I concede at the same time, you could have say alright. But them not really concede that much goal.
But you have to remember the Premier League is not no walkover league. This is not the French league where you can come in and score a bag of goal. It take a time for a striker who never played in the Premier League before for warm up to play in the league. Right now, Timo Werner, we did want him. I tell you that. We did want him. We prep him up, we take him to dinner, we do everything, we just couldn't close. Him decides he want to go to Chelsea. And we know the reason why.
We can't go dinner.
Can't go dinner, we feed him. We feed him, dog. We feed him. Can't go dinner.
But
I understand that, but him decide say another brother go come in and poach him and say him decide say yo, I want to go Chelsea because he feel like saying he want to go win something, which Chelsea never ready yet.
The man
Chelsea never ready yet. Big wages he
want. Can't afford the man wages.
Big wages him go there for, and that's why I'm a struggle right now.
And
He's
then remember say, and then I tell most people, London. Most of them foreign players when them come in and think that and guess so them prefer getting them and the footballing reasons not for them go for them want go to London because them wife and them really prefer the lifestyle of London
big city.
So that player will factor. But they even though them there 7th in the league, if you look at it, the points not really there too far because they can win a game and jump back up a second or whatever. So but the performance is them.
But let me show you something. Upon Bleacher Report, them have a stat that Chelsea struggle against team that's in the top 10.
Yeah, nobody in the
top half of the table.
Mm-hmm.
Them lose to all of them. So when them play like a team below them outperform the team. You can see it.
Yeah, because them have the quality.
You can see it because them have the quality.
Yeah, for them bottom team.
But when them play Wolves or who them play this week?
Everton.
All them play Everton. Them struggle. Because them the team they have come out and attack.
And Everton have quality players too.
So they don't know what to do. So them are struggling right now. Them are win a couple games. Me believe them will finish in the top 4. Chelsea are going to finish in the top 4.
Well,
That's my
them have
prediction.
the squad for that.
Yeah.
So if they don't do that, then that considers a big disappointment on them behalf.
One of Chelsea problem will be just like with our problem at Manchester United. It'll be coaching. Like him have Lampard have the players there, but me no feel him and me and Chelsea
No
fan.
resume.
Yeah, not even just the resume. Like Chelsea fan will tell us say yo, him now put the best players in the best position for win game. Because more while him all start Tammy Abraham over Giroud when to all them play, Giroud would have been the better option.
But you know, say honestly though, at Giroud, me would have started as a forward, me as a Chelsea. If me was a Chelsea fan, because if you look Giroud resume comparing to Tammy Abraham, you know if Lampard look on Abraham younger and probably
move around
pace and them something there.
Yeah.
But Giroud improving in my time to see.
Improving
Me call
goal
him lucky forward because anytime I see him a come on, I know that him I gonna do something.
For some headers, though,
Yeah, but-
respect him for score.
And I look, just like with man like Muller and them man, yeah, so you're always in a position for score.
That's the
That-
And I look, he just have good position in the
That's
forward.
just what we call him lucky
And that's
forward.
the thing with
But what kills Giroud is in pace. He's not quick. If you
But
play
Giroud-
Giroud,
Giroud
you're
never
gonna
have
play.
pace.
You're gonna play slow football.
But
That
Giroud-
not gonna work.
but-
Chelsea have a squad what don't. Them can't play slow football.
Man,
them have
but
to be keep
that's why
moving.
they-
Them have to keep moving.
That's why them start Abraham.
But
Because at that time of football,
Well, now Giroud him starting in the game.
Pulisic.
I drew him starting the game versus Everton, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
And look what happened. He have to end up taking him off and put in Tammy.
but it's a game by
You
game.
have to,
thing.
you have to play Drew in a game. You know, say like you play a bottom team. You see what I say? You know, you can play Drew because Drew can score a goal and then change the momentum of the
position.
game.
In a them game.
But when you play against a top team, you can't play him. You have to use somebody who's quick.
Yeah.
Have to be.
Yeah,
And Timo Werner. Hey, let me show you something. Everybody who believes that
But
Timo
me think he
Werner
was a
play
striker.
striker, him not. He's not. He no play. He play from the wing.
Yeah.
And cut in. Just like how Salah play from the wing and cut in. Just like how Mane play from the wing and cut in
And him fast.
and him quick.
But even to what me I see from Werner, right, you know, in the quality where me from Champions League, me come in on Germany, me never see them.
Yeah, really.
A Champions
Yeah,
League.
Champions League, we know him from.
Yeah.
Him not really have the touch like that. Feet, like him have the speed, but like when him in front of goal, him just get rush. Like him can't start out in feet. And
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
Him not really have that.
Hey, but
that
not his quality
Maybe
still run out. Quality.
because that first season in the Premier League, maybe, but him not bad.
No, him not bad, but me think him the better and the one who under the radar are Kai Havertz. Him
Him come there with a big expectation, no, Havertz, no.
But you can't put
One
that
thing
big
next one.
expectation
What
on
the
a
next
young
one,
baller like that.
Ziyech, but
Him at the ball,
Ziyech at the ball. Ziyech, it will come like when Liverpool did sign Andy Carroll and Suarez in the same window. Carroll was the record signing for 35 mil at the time, and then Suarez, being the baller. I see him to be Ziyech could be the bargain from money signing,
Yeah.
and Havertz could be the flop. Probably by a season after see him come back to Germany. So that always up with them big money.
I don't think he might go back in there. I just think so because at the price tag them put on him kind of paint him a picture and say, yo, he's supposed to come in and hit the ground running.
Yeah.
But as me say, this is the Premier League.
That's always
You cannot hit the ground running
I remember
unless you is a Suarez.
I remember them.
Or Bruno.
Bruno.
I remember them never have no preseason. So I like being the factor too. But give them next year and see.
Next year Chelsea have a look totally different.
Give them next year and see. But for now, we don't mind how them look. And what them do. For real. I don't want them do. We don't want them gel none at all. Some of them business go there.
If them gelling now, you only push Manchester United further and further down the table, you know.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Now moving on to the next game, which most people found the results to be super shocking. So Arsenal, I would say, have some of the most passionate yet delusional fans. No
Very,
offense.
very, very delusional. Jesus, please.
How would you assess the game that they played against Burnley this past Sunday here, where
Poor.
the result was 1-0?
They were so
Well,
poor.
shocking for who? for the Arsenal fan or for the Burnley fan? The Burnley fan ended up the expect to score more. so the fans it's shocking fan.
Poor.
because it's a
But
relegation battle.
we now. You want them Chris Woods, him get an opportunity to
Yeah,
score.
yeah.
He get an
Exactly.
opportunity to
Exactly.
score now. And the man, me don't know what I'm doing. Yo, me say the
Arsenal-
quality of strikers in the league is poor.
Arsenal is just being typical Arsenal.
Yeah.
I don't understand. For me, Arsenal just come like
We are sound.
like a girl club. Like I don't know if people just like Arsenal because them jersey always pretty. because of
the
London.
name, the Gunners.
Yeah, the Gunners. But football, well, back then, we're not telling like back then, Arsenal, when there was the Henrys and the Vieras and the Bergkamps and the
In a them era there.
yeah,
But from long term, I always like going from the Ivory to the Emirates. Something about playing at Arsenal and we just
nice because them feel us big and hold up like a big gal.
Yeah.
Must love playing. I don't know why we put in the Emirates. Them feel us big and spacious so. But why? I don't know.
So like that game was a relegation 6-pointer.
Yes, it was. That's why how I am though. But 5 points from bottom.
Yeah.
Hey, 5 points from bottom. Yo.
So you feel we call it the coach Arteta good enough for Arsenal?
Good one.
No, wait.
You feel like the
We have a different Arteta right now. We have a different. You know why we have a different?
Why?
Because this is him first season, first full season as Arsenal coach. First full, him get half a season, him win a cup with Arsenal.
I think I 2 him win.
Wait. The man with a plate, that's not a shield, that's a plate.
Community
Alright?
shield.
That's a
It
plate.
count.
That's a plate.
It
That is a plate. Alright,
If
so
you
we have
count,
plate.
somebody would say 10 times with
Yeah.
or 5 times. And I
So
say,
we don't want
Alright, it
if when you
counts,
win,
it counts.
it will count too.
I mean,
Alright.
I mean, a cup, shield, cup, whatever. But it's a plate still though. Him win that, and him win the FA Cup. Big thing, you know. But Arsenal been a win FA Cup, so you like them tired of win FA Cup. But you know, you talk about Arsenal fan, and that they mention, we win so much FA Cup.
Because I loan them off the top.
So them can't talk about the Premier League.
Yeah,
we can't talk about the Premier League from God knows when.
Yo, so
I don't know them can't talk.
me have a different Arteta. Arteta first season, you have to give him a chance buy more players and gel them.
Yeah.
Most of the players them there is not team players. Xhaka, him need to leave that. Him need to play in a Germany.
Granny.
A Germany him need to play. He can't play in a Premier League.
No,
He can't.
him not
Him
spend
need to leave.
this up with the party alone. Them
We're not even talking about party right now. Cause party turn off right now. Party turn off right now. Party turn off right now. Hey, I will show you how Arsenal. Arsenal fan make the club so bad now. The fan because them buy party, them not even see how the man play now. Them remember him from playing at Atletico, but them not even them know so
Them
never
know
play
how-
the league, so them never know how about
fit them
15.
squad. Yeah.
As soon as him
They
come,
must go say, it's a
party.
party.
That's not be nice. And see what happen. Arsenal is the type of club who love bag nice, but don't have nothing for back it up. Flat nice they make. Always. But as me said, if I me and the owner, me not sack Arteta. It's in first season. Most of the players them is not his. He just need to just go through the season, get Arsenal back up the top.
Arsenal is more of a business type club. And when them
But
say
our club are business style.
yeah, but certain look how Liverpool are run now. The man them
Like a
want win.
business.
No, but the man them want win. Manchester United run like a business because Manchester United only care about the commercial side of the team.
That is
Then they care about for winning.
That's the thing.
You see what I say? And if you're in a relegation battle, that no look good on the shareholders them and all of them. So
Yeah,
Exactly. At some point in time, it's going to start affecting shares and everything else.
Yeah, because they were 15 in the league. Arsenal.
Arsenal enough for they don't mess up.
You can't fire the player, you can't sack all 23 players, 25 players.
Yeah, but I sack
And the
on
coach,
23
and the coach, everything there. And so Obama and goose them there. As a man get a new contract, big contract, so.
He's just stop.
Yo,
A 2 goal, 1 score.
but you're not talking about Arsenal, and the biggest cricket in the Arsenal club is Pepe. Him not make no nice.
Me not rate him enough.
Him not make no nice, dog.
Me not rate him enough.
They were the biggest cricket, dog.
You couldn't tell them nothing.
Yo, me never rate
Yo,
him
they
for
make a
bad.
nice about him, and they just.
Me never rate him for
Bad
bad.
nice.
As a man, as the Arsenal fan there, when the youth there, the youth there, let him again, take the money up, said no man. The youth ever talk about Arsenal, man. Him.
The Jamaican youth.
Jamaican youth, man.
Ellie.
Ellie,
yeah.
The man said, come like Pepe find one part over the field where cool shit there. And him now move from over there, so. Like, when you gonna rate him? I'm gonna see what the hype about him for about this and that.
But I don't know. Like as an opposing fan, anytime Arsenal play, me expect them to lose. I always expect them. It's just something about them.
Yeah. Cause Arsenal right now, Arsenal to the banter club.
Arsenal win the
But
games
them
and they're
bigger
supposed to
banter
lose
club.
and lose the
Them
one
bigger
they're supposed
banter
to win.
And it's the fan make them a banter club. Arsenal fan make them a
Because of
banter
all them
club.
stay.
Because of all them stay.
Or Arsenal fan them stay, them just
The
love
man them
talk
delusion.
and just
The man them believe nothing but Arsenal. See the Tottenham overtake them. What them ever do?
Yeah, right. Like you say, I think too.
So you
Because
go.
we don't really know no only for Tottenham fan, but Tottenham is a better club than Arsenal.
And-
it's been like that
Run
since they are
better.
good.
a long
5,
time
6 years.
because a long
Minimum.
time Arsenal fair finish outside the top 4 now.
Yeah.
Remember when they used to scrape look at top
Yeah,
4 to
yeah.
them, and from a long time them fair finish outside the top 4 now. Even when Van Persie did it.
Yeah.
Because them never
top
that.
4 was always for them.
Hey, why I think Van Persie leave? Because him realized that this was not the club for me.
They're not gonna win.
Them not gone
Them
away.
not gonna
So him left. Why you think Fabregas left? Because him realized them not going anywhere.
You know what? Everybody will leave Arsenal, always stay in the Premier League and go to a rival.
And win. And win the cup.
Adebayor,
Yeah.
Sagna, Gallas, who else? Van Persie, Fabregas, all of them always either go to Chelsea, City,
Manchester
United.
Yeah.
Yeah, the man them want win. Man them want win. So you can't even to blame the players them Arsenal, right? You know, come right, you know, Aubameyang probably has their they want big money, but you know when Aubameyang in them 30s
What?
now,
And the FA Cup saved them from him the left, you know.
Yeah.
You know, Arsenal never win the FA
Him
Cup
ain't gone.
the left.
Yeah, everyone ain't gone. Him on the side.
And the FA Cup they saved.
What do you think about Arsenal defense? Do you feel like say,
Working about my still.
do you feel like say Arsenal defense good enough?
no.
You crazy?
No.
With David Luiz round there.
They have be a madman around there. Bellerin, Reggie Louise,
Yo,
Holding.
what about them Socrates? God, I him on it. Boy, I don't know what Arsenal fan them did.
Yeah, man. Your stomach have a strong for bring Arsenal.
Me don't know what Arsenal fan them did. God no.
Stomach have a strong.
Like, me don't understand it.
Let me tell you, Arsenal have some young ballers still going on. They have some young ballers.
We you know some
Who
man
am I
really great soccer.
And me not see the I bought him either.
Me not see nothing special
Because
about
he made them, to me, I'm not talking bias. He made them on the same level as Greenwood.
No, not even close. Not even
He made them on the
the
same
one
level as
little
Greenwood.
ball we didn't have rate a Martinelli. But then
Him still left.
Him still there, but
Him just come back on the injury. So they are training now.
Him can play.
They are training now. So
Yeah,
him start training.
Him can play.
him within the rate. But soccer, I'm gonna see nothing special about soccer. I don't even know what soccer is. Is he a right back? Is he a right wing?
No, I left on the left side and play.
On the left, is he a left back?
Them
For England,
play him like a left wing back. That's what them mostly play him.
Yeah.
Give man number 7. Yo.
But that's a typical Arsenal. I remember saying Gallas used to wear them number 10.
Yeah, Dallas. I want to be
Centre
centre
half.
back.
Centre half are wear number 10. So nobody can go Arsenal with what they want. When Van Halen did go there, the man did it for all of them 2 minutes and say, me are the captain. Man just come from another league and come get captain. joke thing.
Can I say the same thing about Harry Maguire?
No, that don't mean
No, what's who get to that?
Well, that's a perfect segue because the next thing we're going to actually discuss here is the Manchester Derby that happened this past weekend here on Saturday. How you guys felt about the result that we got this past Saturday?
The result. Why just like the king? If you had nothing to say about that, you know.
I work, yo, my waste 90 minutes out of my life Saturday watching that crap. I still watch something, I'm gonna say, yo, what is me I watch?
But yo,
Virgin, the man's all at the first, and it come like it puzzled me too. I'm baffled by saying the man put our team not to win and not to lose.
but him been doing that.
Do something that now on one sentence.
Him been doing that. Him been doing that. None of the
You know what I lose. But no one know I lose. But at the same time, you don't want to win. So all you put them two something in that sentence. But I should say, oh, what kind of man this a coach a team? Him don't want to lose, but him don't want to win.
Because him know him job on the line right now because we just get knocked out of the Champions League. So him know say a draw just keep him in on the job long enough.
Exactly.
If he lose, a pressure.
Exactly.
If he draw, well, we never
Someone
lose.
say, yo, alright, we lose against you know, pressure. You know.
Yeah.
So you know what? Never go for a draw. Work with the draw. Take off the guy pressure them. Can't so lose Manchester Derby, you know. I don't know our biggest thing that you know. Can't lose it. So the man put out now the Champions League man put out what?
Seven defensive
players.
7. And Leipzig are 5 midfielder. The man didn't never have no recognized striker. And a 7 defensive player we have.
Tell me now. What can I coach that? What kind of tactics that? The man was 11 man and say, go on, never play.
Yo, back 7 defense. And then front 3.
Hey,
Wanna just do something.
yo, play a slow in the first half and come with it in the second half.
Yo, Luke Shaw just come back from injury. When people come from injury, they make them play in a little reserve and build up. You hear said the match fit and them starting from the bench. The very first game, Luke Shaw come back from a month out injury. The man start.
And then stayed on.
Then, not only that, if Luke Shaw stay on, take off Tellez half time, right? And go back to a back 4. Put Luke Shaw left back.
Yeah.
And then 10 minutes in the second half, him take off Luke Shaw. So what was the
And put on academy right back to play left back.
So why you just make your best left back?
Stay on.
Exactly. Fully fit. Tell us where we need to win the game or we need to score goals. And the man take off the best attacking threat in on the defense.
Yo, the brother don't have no tactics.
Yo, the man stomach.
Yo, man never see the man go and stand up on the sideline and give up from a proper instruction. The man either him saying Carrick or him saying Mike Field. And Carrick hold the fifth courtside seat, you know. Carrick know when we tell people, you know.
Mike Field and worse. But the man I watch the game. Just like how you watch on the iPad, I saw the man I watch the game.
See me?
And the field, the right in front.
See me? I saw him cock him, you know.
I leave over.
Yeah,
It's happening.
And I watch him. Yo, the field right in front of you.
The man the right is up on the field. The man the right is on the field. And I saw the man cock him 10 and cock. And I watch one tablet, so. I said, what that do?
Joke thing to reality.
All the players respect him. But him cock up, so. You can't see money that I cock, so I respect him. You can't tell him. That's a mad no blows and joke, man.
Hey, but it's a bit of thank God because if we ain't go through the Champions League and we don't have yes.
So
Is it no fair, no?
What?
Is it no fair, no?
How
It's a little bit.
I think it's fair, no?
No. We can't be second league. We don't have to try come back to fear we.
It's a whole different beast. A rivalry that.
No, but furthermore, if we did go through, we would attack the group, so we wouldn't play on.
Probably, yeah, you're right.
A Barca would have played. I'm still not fear Barcelona. Right now.
Not right now.
But hold on, the man on the last day of the Champions League we did attack the group, and we have the best goal
Yeah.
difference.
And
So how the hell we drop out?
And I'm not saying,
When
straight
you lose,
to the one entire
Group
With the
stages.
first three, I did
with
last
the
year.
first,
Yeah.
lose the last
Straight
round.
through, top the group. Top the group, okay. And we finish
Yo.
third in the group. I can't understand
Yeah,
that.
this
No, I
Brian
can't understand
does
that.
so much things to get fired, and I can't understand. Oh, with him, it always one result away from keeping him job. Like if you did plan for fire him, if him lose the next game, it shouldn't matter if you win.
But even
because
if we don't enjoy that game, we still would have great view. For the
Yeah,
PSG would have top Bigleague.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
that end up still
Most one go through.
And then the man comes
One
in.
one, go through.
The man fall right back in a Europe where we just come out.
Europa League.
Same year.
Fights last season, forget
Europa
Champions League, and then go back in a Europe,
Hey,
and
but
then.
you not for worry, you know that about yourself.
But
But
hold on.
Wolves,
But
Tottenham and Arsenal.
The bag of team in there.
But hold on, the man
It's
said.
a good thing to see if you're gone through to the next round and know him there
But
now.
hold on, the man said.
I feel them come.
Yo, the man said that the draw when we get the Real Sociedad draw come like a Champions League draw. Tell me now.
Why?
Because the prestige are the two clubs.
I'm delusional.
Real Sociedad play Champions League. We couldn't play last.
Man, say it feel like
What the hell is that
So it's
Sociedad?
like a Champions League. Real Sociedad?
Yeah.
We never hear Real Sociedad in a Champions League game. All that feel like it's a Champions League game.
It's better have the
Real Sociedad never get picked out of the Champions League game.
Better delusional. Trust me.
If you want to go about feel a Champions League,
Hey, you have managers and then you have top managers.
yo.
And then you have bottom
But
feeders. These are bottom
it
feeders.
just the only reason why we get everybody do this is because I'm an ex-Manchester United.
And the fun thing with the Manchester derby, yo, the win was there for taking up because Manchester City
City
is
send up.
not like what City was.
Yeah, used to be. Yeah.
City is rattled, man. They're rattled. Very much rattled.
Yo, the City is not like how they used to be. The man them can get beaten. Come on, man.
But you just for sure.
Didn't they draw the game
Yo.
before last week against Leeds? Them draw.
No man,
Yeah,
the Leeds game was a couple weeks back.
Okay, but them draw.
Yeah, but
Them
with
draw.
Yeah.
draw.
Okay.
But just go for sure. So we have a manager when they're brave enough for actually go for win a game.
Exactly.
If the owner step on Manchester United for win the game, we're not going to win. We're not going to win. The only time we can win the game is if we play in a counter-attacking way where the team that respect us and like, oh, City come at us last season and then we just boom, spring on them and counter-attack.
Them can't break down teams.
Yeah, we can't win.
Because them not get no proper coaching. Because that training, you know, we have the training, them give drills and them something there, and them something. So once a team, like our today now, with the Sheffield game, once you have team when we sit back, we can't break down the team. Or if we have quality players, I play against some man where we have work after the game. They don't have to work. They work on a board shop, and a farmer, or something. Carpenter. And the man they are baller. I have to get some carpenter. I can't, and them have more position than you and play better football.
Better and that's coaching. Because you can't tell me say like the Brightons and them and Leeds and them and they have better players.
Leeds don't have better players, no, but they have a better coach.
So
They
that we are
have
trying
a
to say.
better coach.
Exactly.
Believe in the system.
Exactly. Bad coaching can make average players look good. You see what I say? But if you have a shit coach, it can make the world class player look like shit.
If you bring it back to when
Man,
Alex
Papa.
Ferguson was Manchester United coach, if you look at the Manchester United team, what the man they have,
Exactly.
John O'Shea,
Exactly.
where's Bro?
Yeah.
Cleverly, Fletcher, cleverly. I'm so happy here. Carpenter the middle, yo, and the man make them look good. But because the man coaching bring out the confidence, the man is a good man manager, the man.
Yeah.
Hey, ever wasn't all Latino.
No man,
No, man.
everyone was top left back,
No,
man.
man.
Everyone
Everyone
was
was
top
top
left
left
back.
back.
No.
Everyone was top
Haaland.
left.
Which left back did they?
He was Haaland.
Everyone was one of the top 2 or
Every-
top 3 left back in the league at the time.
Everyone was top left.
Oh.
Top.
No man, no bring up what you can't mention every man. Everyone was
Everyone was
at
top
top
left
at
back.
top left back, man. Come on, man. Patrice Evra.
Yo, remember
top
saying
left back there.
even for France, everyone was top left. But I like to say, I was Manchester
Come on,
United, everyone was top left.
Ever a world class man.
Top left back.
Mm.
He's not like the Flanagans of the world.
But I don't know what Luke Shaw
Flanagan
is doing
was
to.
top left
I
back
don't
for
know
the
what.
season.
No,
Where
right
are
back,
they
right
now?
back in the play.
We are
Right
now.
back. Right back.
Hey,
Flanagan
remember
was
when
top
I
right
put
back.
Flanagan, no, I take say Flanagan right now, that be Liverpool captain. You know?
But Flanagan not even in the league.
When they?
When they?
Flanagan road.
You better stay away from them.
Flanagan road.
Flanagan got Flamingo.
You better
Flanagan got Flamingo.
You better stay away from them.
Yo.
I think him still playing a championship though.
Championship in there?
Championship football.
Yeah?
Championship.
Huh?
But that was disappointing. We get what and the funny thing about it, they look on it. The home game. I know we don't lose the away game, you know. And if you look on the home game, then we lose
Crystal Palace.
Are you kidding me? Crystal Palace. We draw with Chelsea. Lose to Arsenal!
Yo, at that money.
Oh
Arsenal.
my God, Lord, we lose to Arsenal!
Arsenal.
Then we will draw with Chelsea and then we draw with City.
Yo,
Come on, man.
the Palace game, we shouldn't lose that.
Easily!
We shouldn't
We're
lose
supposed to
the Palace
attack the league right
game.
now.
We shouldn't lose the Palace game.
If you look on it, and look on how the result them go, and how we lose the game, then
Yo, if we
should
have-
attack the
Yeah,
league.
even if we win two of them home game, then we would attack the league.
Because
right now.
we should have beat Chelsea. We don't have nearly draw them. We should have beat Chelsea.
We should have beat Arsenal too. We should have beat Arsenal too. But with the Chelsea game, to be fair, Chelsea should have get a penalty. But the Arsenal, we
I
should
am
have
the
beat
captain.
Arsenal.
I'll my next one.
We're
You
not
know.
disrespecting the
I
captain.
mean,
like that.
how him walk in a Manchester United team. I
Captain.
come from Leicester City. Him couldn't even captain Leicester City.
Exactly. What wasn't even no.
How come I captain Manchester United team? But as I said,
And the coach give him
it come like say like
Him
the
have
big
him
club there.
favorite players.
Like them big club there, they want an Englishman for captain.
Yeah.
Like the Liverpools and the Manchester United, like they want a British
Yeah.
player for captain them team.
What
That's
purpose
not
that
realized. That don't make no
I thought
sense.
a captain was supposed to be somebody like
Because
that.
Maguire doesn't even go
Oh,
on the
yeah.
defender.
We don't need a captain like Henderson to motivate the
But
player.
honestly,
Like, who?
Henderson to motivate the player then.
See, that's the case was you to Scott McTominay them. Scott McTominay and this are the same
So wait.
player.
Wait.
They just run up and down. And those
Hey,
passion, the passion
I'm sure
merchant
you what you see, because we're used to a certain type of player, so we don't have a player who work for the team. My last say
Yo,
Scott
nothing-
McTominay are the best, but him work.
Yo,
for
but
Manchester
nothing
United. Him
wrong
work
with
in a-
nothing
no,
wrong with the
right
entities
about
of the world, you know.
in this era of football, you need somebody who work in the midfield.
Yeah, because
We don't after, and anytime we work in the midfield, we pass him. What am I do? How you see the pass right?
You know,
So him a work. The
alright.
man is working in the
Alright.
midfield.
Man,
Surround
understand
him
that.
with an attacking player. Give him an attacking
I
player like
understand
you
that.
put
I
Bruno in
understand
there, and then you
But
see different.
Edison now work like how Kante work. So it's a different type of work because
Edison all out there because the passion of him being a Manchester United academy player and him no one
Well-
him want fit.
Well, Henderson win everything, so talk shit.
No, even not Edison for me. I mean, McTominay.
Okay.
McTominay
win
win
everything.
everything. McTominay.
what is everything?
Because McTominay
Champions League,
McTominay
Premier League, Super Cup,
Club World Cup.
Club World Cup. What else we win? Oh, we are going to win the Premier League again. We are going to win the Premier League again. So.
You see, and that's why you can't make certain clubs start winning up.
Yeah.
Because
Remember when that
for this man a whole lifespan in the with this Liverpool that win nothing.
I like Champions League. Come back, AC Milan. I was there.
Yo, I lost one Champions League. What? 2005?
Champions League comeback, AC Milan.
Yo.
I was there.
2000.
Gerrard, wonderful kick from almost half line. Bust up West Ham top.
Yeah,
FA Cup.
me.
I was there. And then we
And
win
that was the whole thing
with
we win.
Dalglish, Kenny Dalglish,
Yo.
when the what them call it now? What them used to call it?
UEFA.
No man, what I call
Carling
it?
Cup.
The Carling Cup. Yeah.
But hold on now. But Liverpool always been a cup team.
Yeah.
So I go.
Small club. That alone them can't. Them know them can't win the league. So them focus on the cups.
And that's
So I say on a small team now, right? Because
Oh.
we're not winning the Premier League for now.
For now,
Small club. How long it's been?
Look.
How long it's been? 10 years now?
not 30. You know that.
10 years ago, right?
You know that. No, 10 years what?
Any 10 years?
From
No.
2013.
2013.
So that'd be like 7
Seven.
or 8.
Oh, no,
Seven-
my
7
bad.
years now.
May I drop 2-3 more upon it because it soon be 10
7
years.
years now. No worries.
This year again, and I win this year.
Yo,
Now
but
win again
speaking of
next
this year,
Oh, now
but
win
them-
again.
yo, any year we get a proper coach, the league is there to be won. This year.
So which coach you want? You want the one and only.
I would want coach out there right
Who's
now.
who's out there right now? That's the thing.
Patch, yeah,
Pochettino.
Allegri, but Allegri too pragmatic. Me don't want see him nowhere near. We already done with Ozzy. Me don't want that type of pragmatic
Who we
manager.
musical again? Allegri.
Juve.
Yeah.
It was like a Simeone type. We don't want him.
Simeone.
No
No
one
want
coach.
Simeone.
For the one.
One that coach were expansive. Before we play expansive
And
football.
then the people are not Pochettino say never win nothing. But Tottenham never win nothing before him.
Exactly.
Tottenham never win nothing before him. And but when the man
Tottenham has
comes
not win nothing
after
after.
exactly.
So,
And when the man comes in, the man raise Tottenham profile for them even.
Yeah, even in a contest to be a contender.
So yo, the man the more
So,
or less.
If him get a team, a club like Manchester United, where have the
players
flexibility
ready.
we can spend and whatever. And that's the problem between Manchester United, you know, and the board, you know. Them Glazer people, and them Manchester United money, you know, all them business about a jersey sale, a revenue, and them not busy about the
Yo.
football inside of the thing, you know.
Me understand say the board are the problem, but this how me always say, because me always have talk with Manchester United for them. I say, yeah, but the board are the biggest problem. Yeah, I understand that. But the board now pick the team week in, week out. It's not the board fault we can't beat Crystal Palace. It's not the board fault we barely can beat Brighton. It's the board fault if we are the good in the league, but we can't win it because we don't have the qualities. Then time then, and the board fault if we can't compete in the Champions League. Then time you can't say the board fault 5 games in the season. A 5 games in the season, you can't say no injury or squad depth yet because the season just was supposed to beat them team there with the players that were
Of course.
right now. So don't tell me no for crib on a board. Tell me the board at the end of the season, like if we come 3rd or 4th or something, but with 10 points, and we say, yo, if the board will buy better players, we could have make up that 10 points.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that the board for where they are fucking 15 and all and shit. That now nothing to do with the board. That a coach, because I say lesser team with worse
Exactly.
players, they are above.
Exactly.
So
and I play
better.
better football. That's the thing. And that's my problem, you know. The type of football we are playing, you know. That's what me used to watching.
Me want win. Me did alright with Ozzy when he did that win. But you see, when you start losing, you have played some look on Tottenham now. Tottenham against Liverpool. Tottenham, see a status Tottenham must have 156 passes for the entire game, and Liverpool have 750. Tottenham have must 27%. 25%. Liverpool have. Oh, in our modern day Premier League, as perfect if I have 25%. Not for a 10-minute period, you know, for the entirety of the game. How is that possible?
Because Tottenham was trying to play counter-attacking.
Yo, we can't sit down here that are coward tactics. Tactics. You can't just sit back on a break and me not in that. Me not in that
right now.
And
the reason why I know in a year, I always see my deal with Dele Alli. Look how Dele Alli was banned. When Tottenham top man them.
Exactly.
I know I've also
Hey, Dele Alli look like a grown grandpa. The man beard up. When I come in the other day, I say, Dele Alli that?
But that's the thing with Ozzy. But Ozzy have been favorite here. If you don't want to Ozzy favorite,
work.
then
So like how Sang love run up and down, and Kane all them go on and Sissoko. And then tell me something that Ozzy.
they can look at last season. He never did a start in Ndombele because Ndombele is a flair player and he have the work rate